Come on then, boys. Let's show what we've got, boys.
Let's go, guys.
We're warmed up now, boys.
Nice! Hey! What are you doing?
Nice, boys.
Nice! Let's go.
Nice, boys. Good job.
I jumped from my chair, bro. Yeah, bro. Don't shoot like this again, bro.
Aim labs, mate.
Oh, they're warmed up indeed. Fnatic, they managed to secure a map in this grand finals against Team Heretics. I'm your host, Yinsu, and I'm back here with Kaquka and Tom. I can't believe it. They managed to win Lotus against Heretics without it going to OT.
Oh, no. The problem is when they get to OT is when they lose, right? So closing it in regulation, especially after a long pause, and as we say, probably a very tiring week for them. You know, it's still not over, but definitely getting one map is the way to start.
Yeah, and I think the fact that, okay, some of the players might have been a little bit missing for Heretics, but Miniboo was on all the way through that one, and they still managed to sort of like shut the rest of the players down, come back in some of those weaker openers. I think that we're starting to see the depth to Fnatic that we like, where it is everybody online, everybody performing, everybody getting those clutches.
Yeah, it's a lot cleaner this time around if we take a look at this round, where normally I feel like maybe they would have lost to another eco.
Oh, yeah, exactly, because it happened, right, during that first half. I think that Chronicle was wonderful yesterday, and he had to do it again. So many of these combos with Fade, both of the teams playing her and finding so much success with it. Chronicle was just not having it. He was ready to just regain all that map control and get the round for Fnatic.
Yeah, he was someone that was really effective in a lot of the late rounds. Like, a lot of the time, you'll see, even on maps where he's playing the likes of Cypher, him maybe get caught out a little bit, but in these scenarios, he was making sure his util was available for the late round, and in this scenario, it was basically just, okay, cleaning up the mess that was created along the way.
I mean, this is the thing.
That's risky, though.
Yeah, the last time they played against Heretics, it was when they reached 10 rounds. It was, I think, a 10-7 lead that they managed to lose the eco, and it ended up being 10-8, and the rest is history. But is this going to be enough, you guys think? Does this mean a comeback in the entire series?
It's complicated. Yeah, exactly, because the split is next. Fnatic are having a different approach than the rest of the region. They are the only team in EMEA that is not playing with a double controller. They're just going for the double duelist. You might think that that might give them some edge, but actually they're becoming very, very predictable, and teams are finding always a way to shut them down. Yesterday, you know, it was a different story, but let's see if everything's ready for Shanghai.
Yeah, before we head to split, though, let's take a look at the Boaster stat. I feel like we don't usually get to do that. So Tom, oh, first death, 0%. That's what an occasion.
Not bad,
Good
not
job.
bad. No, he definitely had a good map. And as said, this was one where I think we saw everybody on the team performing up to the level. We saw similarly when he played on Bind yesterday that he had a very solid map as well. So I think it might just be Fnatic getting a little bit more into the rhythm, where he's not having to maybe micromanage as much or take some of the horrible fights that he would have to take because someone's gone missing. And when everybody's performing, he can focus a little bit more on that individual game.
Exactly. To me, that's the point. Is that it's everybody performing, that everything falls into place. This is the kind of Fnatic. The Fnatic that could manage to close this Lotus. It is the one that scares people. That reminds of what happened in 2023. If they can translate that to the next two maps, yeah, we can, you know, go to the fifth one. Why not?
This is the issue with Split, though, because it feels like when we get to Split is where Boaster have to do those micromanaging and trying to make up for losing a player right off the bat more than ever, on top of anchoring the B site as well.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot, right? And especially with Team Heretics deciding to start on the defense, I think that throughout playoffs, throughout the entire season, today we gave Vengefishy the MVP, and we have many reasons to do so. One of them is his abilities to lock down a side, to not only have very good setups, but actually manage to have very, very good communication with the rest of his teammates and manage very well the space that he gives up.
Well, that's the thing, though. I feel like Chronicle, yesterday at least, had an incredible game. Like, in those clutch scenarios, site anchoring, he did very well. He's not really my worry. My worry is still Durka on that Yoru. I feel like Alpha on Raze, insane. Like, you could do that every single week, I'm going to be happy with it. The problem is I don't think the synergy of the two of them is that great. Like, Alpha going in first, he'll find you kills. Durka has been a little bit lost
But
with that Yoru.
then he clutches like that against Cena.
It's a 1v1, right?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I agree with you, but then he does that, and then you're just like, ah, fair enough.
Was that down to Yoru abilities, or was that down to Durka?
Yeah,
There we go.
That's the difference. I think also because we have been treated to such a level of micros when it comes to KC, and when they started playing the Yoru on this map, it looks like Fnatic came a little bit late to the party with the Yoru, and that's probably because it doesn't look as surprising. Also, I still think after today, after yesterday, that it's very hit or miss. Like it's a hero play. Sometimes he gets a little bit lost in the sauce. Yes, Alpha is someone that you can rely on. Yesterday he was magnificent. It's so good to have someone that is that flexible. But you know, if they still want and decide to run this comp, we need to see more comfort on his side.
I wonder if that little fist bump that Voot was given, that the air fist bump was to Alpha. I wonder. Yeah.
But maybe he saw Yadajay in the crowd.
that could be more likely, to be fair. But this is the thing, Heretics, they still have another opportunity to close it out right here, which, again, if they manage to do so, Tom, will be huge for these players.
I think going into this map, they're definitely favored. The problem is, Fnatic, when they win, it's not down to maps, it's not down to set plays. A lot of the time, it's not down to strategy. It is down to the players that they have on the server who can win them straight BS rounds. And that's where they have Drake. They have so many people who can just do unbelievable things. And that's what we saw yesterday. Should they have one split to close out the series? No. But they did.
Yeah.
They did. And that's what we have to look at now is it's not reasonable to go into this map as an overview and say they're favorites, but somehow they might just do it.
Man, I hate it because I have to agree with him. It's not a good look, right? It's
Agreeing with Tom,
Yeah.
it's not a good look.
Just think that's what it is. It's not what I said.
No, it's not a good look, you know.
Yeah,
doubled down.
okay, keep
She's
going.
doubled down on
Yes.
it.
Yeah, we're looking for a hair-raising performance.
Hear me out.
It's because you're always here for
think
those
I-
tech pauses. It's actually your fault.
I think honestly, you know, you could take half and, you know.
I've already borrowed Mitch's when he cut it off, so you know.
Was it good?
No,
What are we talking about?
Anyway, sorry.
Are you sure it's about hair?
we're still in the tech pause mentally.
Yeah, mentally we never left.
But Tom is always at the scene of the crime. It's not Pansy, it's always Tom.
I think the problem
This
is
wasn't
that
a
Tom has been
game-breaking
working
bug.
every single day.
No, but in the past, like historically, like I hope there's no killjoy shenanigans. I don't want to do that again. But we are going to see some agent select and see Kaquka if there are any changes.
Yeah, exactly. So there's not going to be changes. We talked about how, of course, this is not like the regular season. Maybe some week-to-week changes that we can expect, but these far into the playoffs with Shanghai being next week, no surprises, no changes. Again, as we're talking about Fnatic, just playing with that solo controller. Boaster was great back there in Lotus with Omen, and he's going to have a lot of tasks starting here on the attack.
I think a lot of what Foot were good at yesterday was denying a lot of Fnatic set plays when it comes to that attack side. Like, especially if you see an ult or two, they love to have those double TPs into the back of the B site. And I think just being disruptive and irritating can be enough to stop a lot of those attacking plays. So I want to see what the plan is for the side of Heretics.
Well, the plan for them is to win this grand finals, and Pansy and Steel, they're going to have one more opportunity to close this out.
You are on the money there. Yeah, it's scary times now, though, because there is something about Fnatic when they get that momentum behind them, they start all lining up. But this is not a bad map for Heretics. Their map pool is very solid, Josh. I feel like they're coming into this with just another opportunity to do well, but have you started to lose faith a little in the Heretics side here? Was that last map enough to maybe bring you on board with the Fnatic squad? Like, where you at?
The last time they went head-to-head, the Lotus got really close.
Sure.
I think Fnatic just dropped the ball at the end. So not super surprising that they were able to close it out here. Split. We've seen Team Heretics on this map a couple times, right? We saw Lotus split on 2 of their playoff games. So seeing them on here again doesn't really surprise me that much. But what does surprise me is that they kind of do the same thing, right? Boo's always going to have that control of B main. Woot's always going to be jump spotting vents. They're going to have, you know, Benchy Fishy locking down A site. And it's all in Fnatic. Are they going to come in equipped to deal with this? To punish Boo's jump spots? To punish Woot's jump spots?
Shoulder shown, and that's enough for Boo to get out of there. But he might get closed down on. Still has the paranoia to kind of pull the trigger off. Looking on the other side of the map, no, the players aren't fully adjusting it. They are waiting this out.
Just holding, waiting for a reaction from Team Heretics, but they don't really do those kind of like walking around curiously plays that often. It's very rare to see that. And it looks like they are going to start like trying to re-clear middle a little bit. Is it going to be an A hit? And this is double fake. It's going to be a B ending here. And the timing is going to be perfect for Boaster, but the flash on Rians could shut this all down.
Oh my god, the timing on this is everything. The pop flash, and now they're in the heels of them, but Chronicle turns in time. 2 quick kills, and he's still holding this one back. Boaster picks up the mantle, and it's perfect from Fnatic. Just Benji left here in a 1v4. They played that to perfection. Benji, yeah, not a chance in hell. Suddenly Fnatic finding a bit of form that's been missing from them there. That was a really good approach.
All throughout this entire series, how many times have we seen a fake, let alone a double fake?
Yep.
I think this is the first double fake we've seen, even on a map like Bind. Traditionally, like one of the greatest maps for doing these fakes, for utilizing the teleporters, for using like the Seekers on Sky. We don't get to see that often.
Boys, I'll see ya.
Yeah, they're feeling a little good right now. But yeah, a double fake on pistol, no less.
Yep.
Usually, like you can't afford to do that because the abilities cost a lot of money, and you want the ghosts, you want the shields.
Okay.
Fnatic, 1-0.
It just feels wild to me that we're seeing Fnatic look
Damn,
better.
that's got some length.
It's just like, it's just getting better the further this series goes on. Deeper into this best of 5. Like, and there is logic to it, obviously, but you can still say there's so many strengths with Heretics. But seeing Fnatic start to find a couple of instances where it looks very good. Now, that could have been defined by a flash a second earlier or a player waiting a second longer toward vent. So I'm not going to be overly enthused by this until I see that bigger impact. For now, it's a good start for Fnatic. Couple of weapons to come in with. Leo, Alpha, Chronicle, all got theirs and 2 ghosts. On the other side, Sheriff and Miniboo, the rest on Classics.
One of the last times I saw Team Heretics on a round 2 eco, the Classics really came out. One on the rope. 1-1 burst. Sheriff to follow up. A little bit of a gamble stack as well, but Team Fnatic with a good gamble spread right now, actually. Looks like they do want to lean on B, and there's no way out. There's 30 seconds left. It's not going to give them any time to pivot if they need to.
Oh, this is going to be so dicey. They've seen a lot of this, but it is still just pistols. Yeah, okay, just Miniboo doing a bit of damage, but he's taking a lot back, so it's going to be very hard to make more of this count. Spike should go down uncontested, and they've managed to kind of navigate through the threat. Right, like, you know, a lizard drops its tail, they still get away. A little slippery, all good, no problem. I got a little scared though when they're leaving it that late, walking into a stack. My heart's beating. I'm like, oh no. Boys,
it's only scary because we've seen it before, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like normally it's like, oh, it's Classics. Why are you getting excited? Oh, silly. But it's like, no, we've seen what Team Heretics can do with the Classic and how strong they could be. Maybe they had the wrong skins equipped. Maybe they had the wrong bundle equipped. You know?
I see. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's 2, and the 3 rifles get carried over. So I'll be happy enough with that.
The 2024 Fnatic buy. It's the after winning pistol, 3 rifles, 2 ghosts. Bring those into the next round and have a really good chance at that bonus round. Team Heretics, defense, first gun round here for them. 4 light shields.
I want to say, I feel like after seeing that last map, how they approached Benji Fishy, I'm wondering if Fnatic have plans now. You know what I mean? If you're looking at this, like maybe you've got plans in mind. I'm really hoping we see that. It'd be lovely. And obviously then it puts the test back to Heretics. This is a really big opportunity though to start that scoreboard looking dangerous. Fnatic do get this, convert that. Look at this. Bonus is nuts. It's basically a full buy. You can't be sneering at that, and patience being shown quiet across the map here.
This is something we don't see that often from Benji. He's got a trip for Boo and a trip for Woot. 1 in mid, 1 in B. Normally he plays A, and here comes the B hit.
And Alpha's made it past. Benji has caught him though. That's not bad, but a good trade. Durka gonna be that kind of like second prong to this. That 1-2 punch. Fnatic are in. Now, Spike on the way, that's gonna be planted. Looking for a contest, probably not gonna find it. Maybe the dog, maybe a pain shell at most. Nothing should deny that now. See him creeping a bit closer here. There's that pain shell. Leo's in a little bit of a predicament. Not much to be done about it. Has to give up the ghost, and now a 3v3. And it's starting to look better for Heretics clearing through the site. Now look at the back line. Boaster turns the flash, and they are down low. Rien's find Chronicle. It's all in his hands. A 1v3, that's the first. Needs more. TP gets away. No, another!
You thought.
Ooh, I was a believer. I was a believer in that.
You're just slinking around. It got close, though. I mean, considering Fnatic got the first 2 kills on that B entry, Durka getting to the back of the site with his Yoru TP and the double satchel in from the front, catching both. Benji fully blind. Actually, I guess Benji got the first. So, ignore that. But got really close in the end.
Don't know, man. I was a believer. I was ready.
Nice.
Still, good damage. Team Heretics.
That was a bonus.
That was a bonus, and Team
Kinda.
Heretics gets away with 1 alive, which means 4 light shields again. I don't even see, like, no paranoia on Omen. Like, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's a buy from the bargain basement. Not pretty. Flash. Hello, Chronicle. And I want to see how Fnatic look at this game. What's their approach here? Just kind of testing the waters. There's no early.
I think he just narrowly saw Chronicle there.
Should have done. But he definitely has now. But again, I say it is only Chronicle. I mean, it's keeping 2 players on that A site. Smoke goes up towards fence.
Here comes the B exec. We saw this from Fnatic a couple times. I think
It's-
2 or 3 times.
So little safety in this, and you can see what it does is there's no safety on the site. Alpha clears Boo, and now they can get the plant down. It's beautifully constructed. Now, does Heretics try and find their way back in? They can prioritize trying to clear Chronicle, but if he just shoulders this at the right time, that's a time buyer. Doesn't need to do too much, he does get held back.
Doesn't even try to stop to take a fight. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yep.
I'm gonna waste your time. That's all he needs to do.
But Heretics are on the site with 4 players. They pop flash towards the back of the site. They're looking pretty okay for that, but Alpha's going to be catching the cross. A little bit of a back and forth. Fnatic are looking rock solid in this. Heretics getting none of what they wanted here. Chronicle's presence finally giving notice as well, just as that kind of safety net. If anything else goes wrong, he's there. It's fine. And he can even catch the players trying to back away. Re-ends, opens up safe passage. They can get away with the rifles, and that's all they're going to get away with. Fnatic showing off that side take, Josh. It is so beautifully done.
One of the things I noticed from Fnatic in previous split games is that their B hits are their bread and butter, their set plays are their bread and butter, and then their B splits are the next thing that they have. Their A hits aren't as strong. The only way they can really make those work is if they have specific ults, whether that be Showstopper or Dirk. Even when Dirk has ult, it's a B hit. It's a B split through B heaven. And it's when Leo has his Rolling Thunder, that's also a B hit. So Team Heretics, they cannot leave Leo alone here, and it looks like here they're going to put some manpower, firepower behind this, but third kind of solution for all these B hits from Fnatic, that's going to be what Team Heretics needs to diagnose.
Okay, Flash, Paranoia, Paint Shell, and re-ends. Oh, it's so dirty to try and play against it. Leo's even got Boo. Oh, that's going to sting.
Can they retrieve that second Vandal? The trip is still up, and they can't even break that without triggering it.
Oh my god. But naturally, well, that's fine. You have that. We're off ski anyway. We'll go win the round. You can maybe get that rifle back.
I've dropped the spike.
I feel like it's more worth for Benji to get the Vandal and save it, and let Miniboo go and try to kill them and die and get the Showstopper for the next round. Remember, one of the rounds, I forget who was playing against Fnatic, they had a judge on the Shroud boxes, but in position,
They've
2
made it
players. Woot has the Vandal.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
I guess that's it, and he's got the first step, but he's got to take
2.
some more. Okay, and he knows the Durka was on site. He's got Benji by his side. This is suddenly getting a little more interesting. Tap on the spike. See, he gets... Oh, Wu just gets put in a box.
Okay.
Benji fights back out. Spike now left on the site. Chronicle closing in, and the ult committed. Rolling Thunder comes through, but they still have a player towards CT. That's Miniboo! Oh, but Chronicle! You know he's only good for 2, but it's a 1v2 for Miniboo. Pops the ult 10 seconds.
10 seconds
Scared.
left.
He got a little
He
nervous.
got real scared there.
Look, he's against the big dog. It's
planted.
Chronicle. This
Four
guy was
bullets
ice cold, and he's still looking
bullets
like he
left.
is. 7 bullets for Chronicle. Or 4 now. And he's toying with him.
They're both on edge.
Yep. Who blinks first? You can already see Miniboo. A couple of steps forward. He's still towards screens. He's still in CT. He's trying to make him sweat, but Chronicle, this guy's one of the most decorated players there is, and as the time begins to tick, Miniboo needs to make a move, and it's all about timing now! Chronicle, he ain't losing these! Perfect work in the end, and another clutch for him.
That still got so close.
Yep.
Team Heretics, 3 Classics, 2 Vandals starting the round off, trying to retake B main from Fnatic, running into the tripwire, getting just absolutely blasted right off the start of the round. You think, oh, for sure, Fnatic's gonna clean this up, no problem. It comes down to a Chronicle 1 versus 1 with 45 health.
Yep.
Woot getting these first 2 picks was massive. If he's able to pick up that 3rd kill on Durka, it's a completely different story. We're seeing Team Heretics, you know.
That shot again, watching that back was just like, ugh. But you're right, that was a round out of nothing that became a 1v1 that was crazy. That was 2 rifles coming in. So you can see the level of impact that can happen. We talk about repeatable success, we talk about stability. And how Heretics need to start making impact here, because Fnatic are comfortable. They are dictating the pace drastically. It's Heretics looking for a new opportunity. Maybe a different look here for themselves. Miniboo in no man's land. Here it is, spots out Durka, and he's on the run.
Here. Plant the spike.
Oh dear, Seekers.
Oh, he's getting chased by the Seekers.
But Alpha was in there. Look at this. The push and the pull so perfect. Dirk is going to find Rien's. He saw everything. This is poetry in motion. And Heretics still not getting a grip on this yet. They need to stop it somehow. It's a good start by taking down Durka, but they need a bit more. And Woot. Oh, okay. Thought Leo had him dead to rights. Now Leo might be dead. Okay. And I mean, drags him to his grave, but it's 3v2. Miniboo with a second lease of life, but Alpha closes down what he started with 2 at the end, and Fnatic, round by round, looking scarier.
This has to be a timeout call coming in
Has
real
to be.
soon, because Team Heretics, what they need to do is they need to understand. Fnatic are doing their set plays, right? Every time they have the Euro ulti, they're going to do either B main or B heaven split. They're going to do a set play, though. And they have the stun line, they have the Euro, even if the Euro doesn't have ulti, he's throwing the flash over B main into sight, right?
Yep.
They have the paranoia, they have, you know, the Euro TPing back sight, the paint shells, they have all of this. Team Heretics, if they stand around, sitting on cameras, you know, doing these like really passive jiggles, they're going to get caught. They need to do something to stop Fnatic from being able to get off all their utility. They need to catch them as they're pulling out flashes, keeping their arm out to set up the breach stun, pulling out the Omen smokes. They need to catch them in those opportunities. They tried it once when they were on some like 2 Vandals, 3 Classic Eco round, and they got shut down a little bit. Okay, they got baited into it and they got put down. There needs to be something else that they can do with that. Whether it be they get like really curious down mid, maybe they go and start abusing Chronicle a little bit, maybe they set up more passive traps, these crossfires that they set up from hell, from heaven, and they just stop playing on the site and start playing back on the rafters, for example. They've done it before, but you know, B&B heaven a little bit more, and then like counter exec on them maybe, or get in their faces again at B main. Maybe they don't get lucky twice.
Yeah, let's see. What do we have here? Guardian with Woot, 4 Sheriffs. Here we go. And for this round, it'll be Benji falling towards 8. A little bit of a switch up here, but they are getting aggressive on the rest of the map. Or at least they took a look towards B main. But I mean, this isn't the round I'm expecting to see masses of results from. This is, you know, a somewhat bought up side as much as they could. And okay, are we really gonna be doing this now? Are we really gonna be doing this now? Miniboo, what the hell are you guys doing to me? Alpha is the one to stop it, but they've got a man advantage when it feels like they have them the whole time. Just give them Sheriffs. Benji's angle gonna be probably pried open by this Boombot rolling. Benji, what you got for me? 31 HP and a bit of a dream? Not gonna happen there, but it does open up for the trade.
Sewer's flank coming, but ultimate for him, but ultimate for him as well.
Gonna chase you. Okay. Gonna come on in. Plants there. Both took a little bit of damage. 68 HP. He's got a smoke, he's got his TPs, and they've got recovered weaponry.
Here.
Dogs will spawn, but they're gonna maybe go through heaven together. Clear the back of the site maybe with that. Nope, it expired before. And Boser retaking that position, reclaiming it. Really well played here. This might be everything they need
This is lovely.
Smoke on the spike.
But he's got to be so patient. They're so aware. They're so aware. Very diligent. Very heads up from Rienz. And a good round from Heretics. Again, when they get a little faster and looser with it, when they're willing to take some of these mad challenges, it seems to work out. But it kind of plays back into what you were saying before, though. Taking some of these risks in certain areas, in right areas, seems to be something that could work out. This may not be the most prime example, but there was a lot of utility very nicely placed like that flash. But still, are you hoping to see them be a bit more proactive across the map now?
Well, that play that they was set up at ramp there was off of the back of that B main clear. Instantly, start of the round, Sky Flash into B main, Omen TPs across. They realize, hey, this area is clear. They leave Boo alone on the deep line and they over-rotate. And as soon as they get to A Heaven, the wall's still up. They drop the wall, they flash through it, and they're fighting together with 3 up there. Benji getting the kill from lower from elbow as well.
Cover going out.
B main control for Boo again. Woo with the Viper's Pit.
Pansy.
Backs out.
Rienz.
Yeah, man.
Oh. You're a lucky boy.
Right about this time, he wishes he could self-heal.
Yep. And now Fnatic have full mid control, right? They're doing quite nicely at that. They don't have Heaven, nor do they have the other side of Vents. They don't have Heaven on either side, but they're in a position that could be a problem, because now look at Benji. He is all alone. There is no support anywhere nearby, so they're trying to clear back through.
Boo might pop his ulti to position himself in sight with Benji.
God
But
damn.
defensive smokes on sight. Might be seeing that in a second here.
Camera taken out.
Benji, camera gonna get checked. And Alpha is just showing off here. Remember, he's one of the players who used to sit on that Cypher, have that sort of cam in play. He knows how it feels, the pressure that you feel. Boast has fallen. Now keep your eyes on the spike. He's pivoting towards Heaven, so that plays in Benji a little. Re-smoke in there, Paranoia gone, not clean enough. Chronicle starts to look composed.
They're making way, they're back towards B. Benji still in position.
He's gonna hear this.
Fire in the hole!
Uh-oh. Not the sound you wanted to hear, but with 13 seconds, that's gonna get posted right towards you.
10 seconds.
Takes a wind out of your sails. Arienz is on 8 HP and the wrong side of the map. And to go toe-to-toe with Fnatic right now, you've got to be playing out of your mind. Fnatic looking pretty dangerous here, Josh.
Dangerous indeed. Those rotations from Team Heretics into the vents, they knew that Fnatic was committed basically towards A. They had no escape. But once Team Heretics falls there, it opens up the pathway to B. Now Fnatic are going to be sitting on a 6-2, 4-round lead. Attack side of Split, it is slightly attack sided these days. Not like the, good old days of early days Val, where it was like 10 rounds for the defense. So Team Heretics probably not freaking out just yet.
But it's on the horizon.
It is on the horizon, and when you have players that are, less experienced, younger, they haven't been on stages like this, where, they have been. They were here during kickoff,
True.
And they lost to KC there. So if they don't want a repeat of that, they need to figure out a solution here. I wouldn't mind at all if the coaches burned a second timeout, just so that they could
Get them in the right place.
Yeah, like if they can't figure out their defense and Fnatic gets too big of a lead, it doesn't matter if you save the timeout for the second half.
2 rounds to their name. Heretics may not know it yet, but those nerves will start to appear. Jitters, the second guesses. Fnatic merely get stronger. There's a reason experienced teams do well.
Setup shift for Team Heretics. They have the line on A, so they know it's going to be a B hit. Here comes the set play. The stun, the paranoia, the Yoru flash, everything to the back of the site, but they're playing off the site this time, Team Heretics.
Yeah, so I lean back in a little early though, and I quite like that, but he still has to get past the Amos! Like that! Oh, my God! 4 quick kills, back to back!
That's disgusting.
They want it! He's grinning already! There's a reason he's the Wonder Kid! Look what he can do! Gotta find him though. Play the game of where is Boo? Where are they hiding my ace? Alpha's having a wander.
Last time Chronicle had 4, Leo stole it.
Here we go. Alpha on for it. Oh! Boo, you heartbreaker. Dirks goes back anyway, but can we get that replay in just like half speed? I feel like I blinked and I missed half of it. like 3 different angles, and he's just whipping around to all of them.
Raptor spawn, hell, heaven, right?
Like, look at this. Okay,
Raptors. Spawn, 360 in between. Hell, heaven. Jesus.
Oh, this guy. Nuts. Nuts. All right. Oh, that was almost that looked almost approving from me there. That was as close as you're gonna get. Well done, Alpha. Proud of you.
It wasn't 5.
It wasn't 5. Just a little desk slam at the end for the fun of it. 2 rounds though. This is where it needs to change. There's no 2 ways about this. If you don't want to start getting the scaries, you know, there's all like worries that creep up on you. You need a round, Heretics.
Fake beam in control. It's going to pull the rotation from Miniboo, and it's going to be an early A hit. No ultis on the side of Fnatic. Just Benji at his position. He's got the 2 trips, the camera spotting the feet. He's got the cages. Will Boo be in a position in time to smoke for him to keep him alive? Because Woot, don't know if he's going to be able to help.
This is knife's edge work here. Benji in a lot of trouble, under a lot of pressure. Woot does really well. Finds poster, hat gets invested. Flies away, and they're actually holding them back here. Fnatic held at the front door, not having a springboard effect at all. This A side not looking open for business, but Alpha very close by to his ult now. Ooh, careful where he ends. Dangerous. It's Alpha getting closer.
Who's got the contain? Somewhere down there.
In fact, you missed that.
It was a flick shot from across. Look, it's a flick shot from back here,
left.
okay?
But you're right. But
Like,
Leo can kind of... I mean, it'd be 3 players through vent. Right? He's going to hear this. Okay, Boo's heard this. He's got to do more than just 1, though. And you can see the pace they're trying to shut him down with. Miniboo's there now.
that stun gives away Breach's
And
position.
time, 10 seconds.
12, 11.
They're going to be running
10
so low on
seconds
time here. Miniboo knows it. Nice shoulder peek. He's very aware now. The problem's to start him out here. 5 seconds.
Wait.
They don't have time for this.
No time.
There's no way there's a plant at that time.
I think you need 0.1 second more.
There it is. The clock ticking over for Heretics there at the end. Everyone just holds for a second. Got very, very close.
10 seconds left.
These fights at A Heaven are getting a little scary. Too close for comfort for Team Heretics. As soon as one of those players goes down or offers up a kill, Fnatic has an open B bomb site. Spike site, perhaps, some would say.
Yeah,
Your
never heard
ulti?
of the first. Does
that imply?
Are we going to see that?
Heavy
Oh
hit.
god, you got to scramble. Why does Alpha look so dangerous today? There's something like on this map, he's just trying to heat up a bit.
Well, he's not on Killjoy.
That's probably why. There, it's very simplistic.
He
He's
gets to
allowed
let, he gets to
fun.
let loose. Yeah, he's allowed to have fun.
If we make it to split, you can have a bit of fun. If we don't, no fun.
And that's the only reason why they won Lotus, by the way. So that he could play Raze here. Well done.
There we are, 3-2 split. And
Who's next?
Gonna use
Wait
this
to
as a
hear
fake. Lots of fakes from Fnatic today on this map. Get
look at it.
deeper in the
lapping
series.
it up. Of course they are.
All the players.
Oh man, this kind of
My eyes are
hurts, but they can pivot back in time. It's just, you got an army coming your way. Fnatic toying with those expectations. TP across, but they've still got the side to clear. 45 seconds now, it's getting pretty dangerous. All of the players are on this side of the map, but the timing could have been better. Booery ends! Appear behind them, and suddenly it falls apart. Perfect response from Heretics. They're not out of it yet. They're still holding on.
Still a little bit of life left in these guys. 1 round away from getting a 5-7 half, you know. Once it goes to second half, if they can start with a pistol, you know, it's looking exactly like Lotus in a few ways. Before Fnatic ran away with, you know, 9 rounds in a row. Basically. Showstopper for Miniboo. Woot still with the Viper's Pit. I feel like I never see them using it early.
No, same.
I don't know where
recall
they
it.
use it on this map. I think like B main once I've seen it.
I
but
vaguely recall it in middle,
yeah.
and I don't think it even went particularly well.
It might have been in the mid round or something. He got flanked, right? From Fence?
Yeah, it was.
Amazing.
So let's see what they do.
There it is, though. I mean, he's got
Yep.
the trip, though, this time to set him up. So that secures the rotation through back and forth for his teammate between A and B. All that needs to happen is not get backstabbed from Vents.
But it's the side take
Guarding
again.
here.
Yep.
We've seen this run before. I want to see how it looks now.
Aftershock just to clear out a potential judge.
You sticking around on this? Has he found a pocket to play from? I don't know if he has. Yeah, oh my god, he has!
jeez.
They found something to play from here. There was no solution to this before, and now they've got the perfect read. Heretics! Where the hell did that just come from? Bring it back up to 5 to 7. After what looked like the flawless site execute that looked on the money, they adjusted something because Boo wasn't phased at the back of site. We had a player by pillar. It all looked way more comfortable.
There was definitely an adjustment there. Team Heretics realized, like, hey, like, fool me once, you know, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you ain't gonna fool me again.
Just...
Nice, drama.
Nice! Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A little bit of fire still left.
Yeah. I mean,
these guys,
3
yeah.
rounds at the end, right? You're starting to feel out the game a bit more, feeling a bit more comfortable about it. Otherwise, you were left kind of barely hanging on. Now, going into the second half, keep in mind, if Heretics are able to claw this back, close out this map, they win the whole thing. First place, it's theirs. But there's just something about Fnatic when they get into these moments, these finals.
Still.
It's not there yet.
A reverse sweep is
It's
very
a
hard to
lot.
pull off.
It's a lot to
They
ask.
need to close out this map and one more full map. Can they do that?
We're gonna find out.
What best team maybe arguably in EMEA right now?
Hey, if you're gonna look at results, you could argue it. I think I'd put them up there. If we're gonna just, it's kind of hard when we're talking about best of 5s because they feel like they exist in their own instance. But
True.
talking throughout the entirety of the season, I'd say Heretics are the leading team in EMEA. Maybe not by like a country mile, but a decent amount of space. Fnatic showing that kind of pedigree, that experience, that, I mean, apparently late round map pull, but already 50 seconds into this, we're starting to see Heretics lean on in. Chronicle getting an eyeful. They got the sight, so it's going to be a 5v5 post-plant.
I feel like that camera, if he kept it alive and didn't pop it
Spike
early,
planted.
would have been so helpful for this retake.
There we go. Right on the edge here. Big round. Fnatic could stretch the lead or Heretics close the gap, but they fly on in. Alpha untraded, but Ducker and Leo make their appearance. Close to falls, but they're still alive!
Wow.
And Rians and Wu just get eviscerated.
It looked like,
Fnatic, whew, right back in this.
for a second there, Alpha looked like he was having a little bit too much fun, and then, yeah, within a second, 3 kills coming in for Fnatic.
I was a little worried there was no like trade off the back of that, but then this. Oh, okay.
One enemy remaining.
Bloody hell.
To be fair,
Nice,
a
boys.
few different flashes were used there,
Come
right?
here, bro.
We saw your
Come,
flash
bro.
going down into hell through
Come
the
to
smoke.
my
We
side,
saw
bro.
Leo, I believe, did a flash as well. Boaster, Paranoia, everything.
I love that. I just heard
Yeah.
Alpha yelling, "Come to my site."
He's frying right now.
I mean,
I don't
yeah.
even think they're on. Like, I don't even think they're eco kills that he's getting. He's getting the real deal.
Value, yeah, big value to his.
DFV, yeah.
Now, okay, buyback. No outlaw. Sheriff's actually, this is a little bit more invested than I'm used to seeing with Heretics, but doing what they can. Looking like they want to try and test Chronicle. That ain't gonna go well. Okay, clean work so far. There's just Miniboo and Woot left to claim. This is what Fnatic would have needed. Nice step to 9. Looking real close. Yeah, Alpha. Just not allowing anyone through. Heretics need to get through this round and then hopefully focus towards that buy, that first purchase. But I'm going to be honest with you here, Josh. Fnatic is scaring me when things go well like this.
Yeah, well, it's all on this bonus round right here for Fnatic. Are they going to be able to just steamroll their way through into the final map?
God.
Or are we going to drag this one out a little bit, see if Team Heretics can start putting some of those adaptations? I believe they still have their second one, right?
I think so, yeah, because they didn't call it in the first half, which we're kind of discussing now. We're like,
Nice.
there's too much of a
Nice,
lead
enough.
already garnered, then maybe it's worth popping it there, but they held on to it. So have to wait and see. This is the first opportunity for an answer back from Heretics. They now get that purchase beside them. They didn't get any massive ult progress going, so they're not going to have that to lean on. But I'm looking to see what they bring here. What is the approach they want to lean on? Oh my god!
Jeez.
There's the assassin! The knife in the back! Woot and Miniboot. Gonna be gutted with that one. But that basically
step
wraps this
closer.
round.
Yep.
I mean, you've lost out on Miniboot and Woot. Really? Ambitious. Riansbu and Benji, you've got to be gutted about that. No one even considering that that was going to be an option, not even thinking about it. What can they get here? Do you like that camera, Benji? We like it too. We've used it for a very long time.
You used it 12 rounds in a row last half, okay? Time for these guys to have fun with it.
I mean, the issue used to be that no one was able to deal with it against Fnatic. You used to make them so good on split when Alpha was even playing on the Cypher. Now he just gets to wait and watch. He does have support.
Hello. Spots all
Alpha's
three.
there. Oh god.
Gonna be
Death
judged.
from below, Alpha.
Spike
He's gonna be
down
out of his
A.
chair again, isn't he? He's gonna be, yeah, he's up and at him.
Go get him.
It's terrifying seeing Alpha actually get freedom to play like this. Again, he was one of the hottest prospects initially when he joined this squad. And you can see very much why. There's no map left to
10
hide in.
seconds left.
There's nowhere else to go.
Leo wants to upgrade.
Yeah, why not? Treat yourself.
Just kidding.
Not to his, but you know. I mean, there's also Boaster coming over.
found
Just
my
trying to keep
wire.
hold of this. Benji as well. Okay, 2 rifles kept.
It's worth it for Fnatic. They're so close to getting this map in the bag that, you know, taking those guns away from Heretics, especially from Benji. Yeah, I mean, that's...
And they get the ult off the back of that too,
30
Josh.
seconds left.
Yep.
You thinking about snowball effect?
Right?
That was that was the bonus round. They get that 2 free kills at the start. No even fight back. Cool. Next round we got the ult with Durka as well. We're building bank. Everything is just like rolling out in front of them.
Lay out the red carpet. We're going
Yep.
map 5, well, possibly.
As if.
I don't have the script for this one. This is, you know, anyone's guess still.
And did you think Alpha was going to stop wandering around the map, taking confidence fights? Flash to go in. Can Boaster stall? Not really. They're going to disrespect the smoke, but they're going to have to listen to that paranoia. Oh, the
okay.
TP. That's so good from Boaster. They had no idea. The back of the paranoia.
Dude.
Fnatic just taking the fight.
Oh,
Looking ferocious. And Andalusia flawless. Did you forget who Fnatic were? How far they've gone, how many games they've turned. And there is the last time out for Heretics in this map. 5 to 11. They pause.
And another string of rounds coming in for Team Fnatic here. 4 in a row now. It's almost like they have such full control, and you can see it all the way going back to like the first round of the game. Attack side, they're doing the double fake, and like every so frequently, I wouldn't say every, like they used it about 3 or 4 times where they faked or they pivoted through vents and went back to B. And I do wonder, is it like they have a really good read of the situation? Maybe they learned from the first 2 maps of the series, like, hey, instead of doing these 5-mans, let's start using a little bit more depth to everything. And it looks like Team Heretics is struggling to adapt to that. It looks like they have such good protocols for when things are just straight up plays, that they have good rotations, they know how to contain people, they are, you know, just locking things down as really strong backlines, like especially Benji Fishy. But what happens when you get faked out and your ankles break and you have to run back to the other side? But wait, no, it's a double fake and you have to run back the other way. That's, you know, we're seeing the result of that. Team Heretics doesn't have an answer at the moment.
They didn't have to burn Durka's ult in that last round too, so that's still looming in the back of their minds. Is that going to be invested somewhere? Do they have something in mind? And for Heretics, you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. You saw that before I did. That's not even in the game yet, and you saw it. Okay, let's take a moment, and we'll find out what's going on here, and let you know as soon as. Because I think you highlighted it, Josh, very well. Kind of the strength we're seeing from Fnatic here is the fact that they aren't just being one-dimensional. They can kind of play that back and forth. They've been kind of running these fakes, these double fakes. See what they do moving ahead as we take a moment here. Again, if this carries on, right, let's kind of play the fun game, because headsets are off, so we're not going to talk too much shop, we're not going to talk utility or anything else. So just so you guys at home know why I'm waffling about the map that we're not on, that's why. Just, you know, going to be transparent, why not? So let's say this continues as it does, right? Let's assume Fnatic closes here, right?
Sure.
Roll out the dice. Breeze.
Breeze.
Breeze. Now, I don't know what the hell to make of Breeze.
I don't
like,
know
if we get there, right? Because we're talking
Yeah.
like the mental game, we're talking about all of this sort of stuff where it's like, okay, Heretics, you have a great start. Railing them on the first 2 maps looking perfect. You're like, oh, they'll be fine. They've got, you know, Lotus there. They've got Split to fall back to. You're like, oh, it's starting to get a little more dangerous. And then you're suddenly on Breeze, which It's a bit more of a coin flip map. I still find it hard to like put faith in Breeze. I don't know why.
It's one of those weird things. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember about Team Heretics. I feel like they might have lost it. Were they the ones that lost it to Team Vitality earlier in the season? But then, like, looking at Fnatic, they beat Foot on it yesterday. But then the day before they played it, and they got recently they played and they got like 13 forward. It was just embarrassing. It was just a blowout. So yeah, no idea which version of Fnatic we're gonna get. They are really set play heavy, but if they're doing anything like they are doing on this map with all these like fakes and you know pivots, because we saw that yesterday, it's such good value from Boaster going through mid doors on the flanks on A side. You know, good set plays between having Yoru ult and all the good flashes. We saw the Hunter's Fury on defense. Sovit pops drone from Nest and getting all those. So you know, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens should we go to a third map, because
we'll see.
Just two different teams that we see, right? It's just like it is like two different identities.
Night and day at times. So could be a possibility. Again, hopefully we get an update for you guys at home as to where we're going here and what the plan is. So we don't want to leave you in the lurch, and obviously we don't want to go into too much detail as, you know, headsets are off and what have you. But outside of that, so far for a final, not too bad. It's the first Valorant final you've been in, you know, casting-wise.
Yeah. Valorant, yes.
Hey, you've done other games. Never. I don't believe you. How you found it over here in EMEA? You having fun? Almost fell over then. Glad no one saw that. Over. I almost swore as well. But no, how have you found it?
You know, I used the Maps app on my phone.
Yeah.
Just, sorry, dad joke. It was bad. Didn't land.
Yeah, it wasn't your best one.
It's been fun. It's been interesting. I think it's been a journey.
You miss playing? I'm just
yeah,
curious.
I mean, I think I'll have that competitive drive and hunger for a long time. I think unless like people really itch it, they gotta scratch it. If you don't scratch that itch, I think it's always with you. If you've accomplished, you know, a lot, or what you set out to do, and then you accomplish it, I think it's one thing, and you're like, okay, like I've done what I came out to do. I feel like I haven't really accomplished that yet. So,
hey, this time. You know, you're not that old, right?
Not that old. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not.
Grand scheme of things. Okay.
In esports, I am.
Yeah, all right. Well, look, speaking of grand scheme of things, because this might go in for a little bit of an extra time, so rather than you stick with us, we're going to actually hand it back to the desk. So thank you again for your patience, and we'll be back to you as soon as the game is ready.
Thank you very much, Pansy and Steel. Of course, that is our regularly scheduled... Can anyone hear me? Regular scheduled tech pause. We might have another one on the desk because I can't hear. But can you?
I can't hear either.
You can hear me? No?
But we can keep chatting.
I can hear you, but I'm in the room with you.
Oh.
So I don't know if anyone else can.
We could just be miming a home.
Yeah.
Should we? I was going to say, should we get physical? But
we turn it back.
Wow, Tom. Wow.
We get it.
So basically, Tom was talking about how much he loves being on the desk with us. So
I do. Honestly,
carry on?
that's why this technical pause is happening, because I need more airtime with you two. That's what it is. I'm a big fan.
You know how many people will pay to be in your position?
0. Nobody else. They all left.
Surprised.
Still went to cast. But yeah, let's talk about this game, because I'm just going to steal what Pansy said, because I thought he summed it up.
You're going to steal what Pansy?
I would steal it, because I felt it was beautifully summed up, which is, did we forget who Fnatic were?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, would you blame Heretics for forgetting who Fnatic are after they faced up that many opponents? You know, they didn't get to see that much of the Fnatic that we saw last year. But yeah, going back into the game and what's going on, I think that the sum up is some of these rounds are so well planned. Everything is happening so fast, but in such good sync that this is the Fnatic that we met, the Fnatic that everybody was scared of. And I think that yesterday they had a lot of solutions, pre-planned solutions for how Foot played this map, and they have them already for how Heretics plays it as well.
Yeah, it also helps when your entry fragger is a god. Like that 4K we saw like midway through was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. I don't even think he knew what he was doing half the time. Like he did like a 360 in the middle of it and then headshot 2 more players. Like Althea in God mode is the best player in the world. Like, we've seen it last year. He is so good. And we didn't even get to see it on the Raze.
That's what's crazy, right? Considering that he has been playing Raze for a while now. He used to, Tom. The movements, the techers, it's given Jing. It's giving me a bit of that.
It's given
I want to get Fracture back in the pool so we can start seeing him back on that, because that was beautiful. It was also when Chamber was cracked as well, and Durka would play the Chamber. I kind of miss Durka on Chamber, or Yumpy.
I miss Yumpy.
Yumpy
Okay.
on Chamber.
We had it the other day.
Yeah.
I miss Fins
but
on
I
Chamber.
We had it the
Yeah,
other
but
day.
it has to be a Fracture.
I miss Yay on Chamber.
We can ask Steel if he feels the same way.
All right, okay, let's talk about round 5. Something that Steel could never do. Come on, give it to us. Yeah.
Yes, round number 5. I think that it's this tripwire. Yeah, okay, it's this tripwire. We were talking about how they were prepared for what Heretics wanted to do. I think that this is a very, very good play for them. Leo also gets the kill with the Aftershock. And the way that yesterday Chronicle was able to clutch and close this rounds, like the awareness that he has with everything, the movement is so good. Also, we waited on this 1v1 for such a long time, and he's just cold enough to close it.
Yeah, and we'll talk about how Alpha has been playing Raze in a while. Tom, Chronicles never played Cypher before like 4 weeks ago.
It feels like that's what this map is. It's like they're just, okay, we're going to try switching up all of our roles, and it is almost frustrating.
Wasn't that Sunset?
Okay, that one doesn't count. That's their permaban. This map they've actually had to play quite a few times, but it does seem to work for them. It's again a testament to how flexible all of these players are, that you can move him from playing that initiator where he's able to be a little bit more aggressive, especially on his KO, to basically just, my job is to stay alive until the end of the round, and then he does, and then he clutches.
But it's also about his role, right? Like, he's been playing on the Viper for such a long time that even though the utility is not the same, he has the awareness and the duties that he has to follow on very well. You know, he knows them to a T.
Yeah, the crazy thing is if we do go to a map 5, maybe a big if, just because Fnatic's OT kind of habits against Team Heretics, it would mean that that double ban from Team Heretics not having to play Ascent and not having to play Icebox might not even mean that much to that point.
I think it all depends on what kind of Durka we get on the last map. Like, I know I'm very sure that we're going to get a very crisp Leo, right, on the side of Fnatic. I'm only concerned about Durka and some of the decision making and that he was having yesterday.
I think the crazier thing is, again, if this was a best of 3, they would have got 2-0'd.
Yeah,
it would have been.
true.
They have 2-0'd them 3 times.
Oh, that's incredible.
But it doesn't count because it's a best of 5.
Yeah, and it would have been an OT second map again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally would have had the exact same. We just never knew that if it was a best of 5, Fnatic would have come back.
Some people are going to start thinking that we do recycle the scripts.
Yeah.
So stay
Well, you are the script writer.
I am.
They don't know that at home, but you and Ash are the script writers of VCT EMEA.
One day we'll release that video for people to see, because actually it was a video that we did not release about how Koi was going to win their last match, and everything that we wrote down happened.
Yeah, against Vitality, right? The funniest thing. But I feel like at this point, we don't even have the funniest thing anymore. We got to a point that anything could just happen, and it might be normal, seen as normal.
I don't know about anything.
No, but like if Fnatic came back from another 3-11, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, but like if Koi wins split 2, I think that will be the main, like, that will blow my mind.
Hey.
I'll be gone at that point.
Honestly, why not? Why not? But first, let me tell you guys at home what's been going on and why we're having a tech pause, because a player has asked for a personal timeout, which VALORANT officials have accepted. We will continue to provide you with updates when possible, and thank you very, very much for sticking with us. Tarek, I know you're playing Wordle right now. Put it away. He's not that great at it, I'm not gonna lie. I watched him yesterday. You will be really disappointed if you watched him.
I am great at Wordle. I love it because it helps me learn new words.
Oh, you only go to Wordle?
How about connections?
Oh,
really.
what is it? Vortex? No, the new one, the beta one.
That's
my favorite.
One, it's
like a word search, but it's great. Yeah.
I don't really play any of these games. I'll be
Mini crossword? Not even a crossword.
Oh, I
mini?
love the mini.
On a Sunday? Oh, today is the hard day.
I do like mini.
Yeah. Which one? Mini Boo?
Either. I
I
like
already
Mini
did
Boo
today's
and I like
Mini.
Mini
I
the
did it last night.
Analysts as well. They're both great people. In terms of mini crosswords, not so much.
Mini
is cross.
Some player needs call themselves mini crosswords now, and then they're gonna be like, Tom, why'd you say that about me like 2 years ago? I thought you'd like everyone.
If someone bases their name off that, fair play.
That will
Fair
be
play.
incredible.
And makes it to the pro scene.
Yeah,
like, that would be...
Please, if you're like a cracked Turkish kid right now, 15-year-old cracked Turkish kid looking to go pro, name yourself. There's another Turkish player called Mini.
There is.
There we go. So Mini crosswords.
He's got to add crossword to his
doable.
name. There
We
you
will
go.
vouch for you for any team that you want to trial on. Just let us know. Also, Tom has gun buddies, so if you want one, do not forget to DM him.
Everyone make sure to follow Tombizz on X and DM him for a gun buddy. He's giving them away after today, right after the grand finals. That's what you told us. That's what I was going to do.
Was it a secret? Not safe for air?
This should be... Somebody please take a screenshot of that. That should be the meme every time we have a tech pause. Just literally every single...
I have a question for you.
Every single time. Yeah, go on. Ask him a question.
It's not going to be the ritual one. Or can I ask you a difficult question? Now that we're completely
honestly,
deranged.
the Holy Trinity has come full circle. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Sure.
One day, you come back home.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
What is going on? This is not safe for air.
Is
this
this
is not safe for air.
No, you come back home. And you find a number of pigeons. You know, a pigeon
oh, I know the
in your
question.
house.
I know the question.
How many
question.
pigeons would you have to find in your house for you to think that somebody has been putting pigeons in your house?
Honestly, this is like...
Probably 2. Like, I think anything more than
but
1.
2 could have just flown through a window.
You have a balcony.
I have had 0 pigeons in my house ever.
But they could have thrown...
So if there's more than 1, that is
in.
a ridiculous amount of pigeons.
Yeah, but you have a balcony. It's not that crazy. I don't have a balcony. I will freak out.
Yeah, I don't have a balcony either. I would also freak out. But I would still think they flew in. Or my cat dragged one in.
But at some point, I'm asking you,
You understand,
when would you think that somebody has gotten into your house and put the pigeons
So I would still have to
there?
leave
Chat,
something
what's your
open.
number?
Yeah, Sliggy chatters, I need you to give us a number. I need you to give us a number. I feel like you're the
Sliggy,
type
how
of
many
people...
slugs would you have to find in your apartment?
Yes.
For you to think somebody put them there?
One. I'm telling you, it's a one.
No. Not his house. Have you seen his bed sheets? Have you seen everything?
What,
are they full of slugs?
Yes, they are covered in the emote, the Sliggy slug emote.
Oh, nice.
They are covered in
okay.
them. He's got a bare slug merch in there. So I feel like it would have to be like more than a handful for him to think that somebody...
Does that work
put
with
them
girls? Is this something that we don't know?
Not safe for air.
Oh.
Different question.
Oh, no, why are they all directed at me?
Yes, Tom, different question.
Because we probably have...
How long, if everyone in the world stopped sneezing, they lost the ability to sneeze, how long do you think it would take you to notice that nobody can sneeze? I reckon like months. For me, like, I would not notice that at all.
Yeah,
Literally months.
I don't pay that much attention to people in
Yeah.
general, so just them sneezing, yeah, I think it would take me a long time.
I think probably until the next spring. Like, for example, now in Germany with everything, and you sneeze a lot. Every time
sneeze
that
a
we're
lot,
there. Yeah. She was
Every
sneezing
morning.
3.
That would probably be it. It would be maybe someone I know with allergies.
Yeah.
And if we were walking in a place where they'd normally sneeze, I go, you've not been sneezing, then maybe they would say,
But that
no
would
one
take
can
weeks.
sneeze, bro. And
That
I'd
would
be
take
like,
weeks, I feel like. Yeah. All right.
you're the only sneezer left.
I have some fantastic news. We're not ready to jump back into game, but we apparently have Valorant Wordle. So what I think we should do is work together as a team, and we just go down the line. Let's go down the line, and like I'll say a word, and then you say a word,
because that,
and then see how quickly
I'm gonna
we can
ruin
fill
your
it in.
Wordle.
I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I've been told that we have Valorant Wordle. Oh my goodness.
Oh my lord.
Okay, I will
Can I go
start.
first? Because I'm
I
bad.
wanted to go. I wanted to.
Go on, then.
Because I have a really good starting word.
Okay.
Okay, I have a very good
Thank
starting
you.
word, and because it's Valorant Wordle, my starting word is extra special. So please type in the word cloud. What the hell?
No.
Cloud. C-L-O. It's Valorant Wordle. This is actually quite.
Do you know? Funny enough.
Oh no.
My starter word in Wordle is pearl, but since the L is not
that's
there,
so good.
Yeah. I'm a pearl.
Okay.
Can I go spike, please?
Spike. Oh, that's a good
I
one.
can't even think of
That
5
is a
words.
good one. Okay, let's see. You guys at home, play along. Oh my
Tom, I
god!
literally did
Tom,
more than half of the job for you.
Wait, hold on. I think.
Yes, you think. What do you think?
Wait, Tom needs to get this. Tom needs to get this. We'll be proud of him. I think this is.
Prime.
No, where's the
It has
S?
an S.
Primes. I don't know.
It could... Honestly, Prime is not a hugely bad shout because then you can get like where
Starts
the.
with P. Oh,
Oh,
Oui.
you can see where all the words end in, like where the letters go. We could do a filler word. Oh, you broke Wordle, Tom. You broke Wordle.
Let's go with Prime.
Okay, let's go with Prime.
Because then it gets it off me at
No,
least.
because we're
Sorry.
only moving
Sorry.
the P. Don't do
Sorry.
Prime. You do Prime. I'm not playing this game. No.
Wow. Let Tom play. Let him play.
See what you're doing.
Let him play.
I redact my vote.
Let him play. Let him play. It's okay, Tom. You do whatever you want.
kinda complicated,
I'm
like
too
that.
No,
scared
you do
to.
whatever you want.
She'll
I'll back
beat me
you.
up.
Okay, yeah, fair
I would
enough.
never.
I will not back you in that
There's
situation.
only one scenario where I would beat you up.
Only one?
Go on.
I can think at least 5.
You do anything to Rin, I will beat you up.
I can think of at least 5.
No, anything else. I mean, Tom is too good of
Can
a
we
person.
move on from that topic?
All right, Tom, go on. Go on. No, it's
No,
not
I
you, Tom.
don't. I've given my guess. If it's been unacceptable for Bear, she can go next again.
No. I think we should let Tom have a go. Otherwise, it's not as fun.
I can't
Okay.
This is
You
not
wanna
as
do
fun.
Prime?
Yeah, let Tom have a go. Doesn't matter. It's just a game. Good job, Tom. You moved one letter.
I got a green letter. None of you got green letters, so I'm winning.
Oh my god, the game is back. Let's leave this before it gets out of hand.
Honestly, let's hear what.
Pansy, give us a word.
I'm a little distracted with the game, but I'll do my best. Bear, I can see your face right there. You keep that to yourself, huh? Yeah, we lingered a little long on the camera. Anyway, we're back
in
into game, so we can focus on this. It's a very fast play as well. Miniboo's gone straight up towards ramp just to catch you guys up. Apologies for missing that. I'm sorry, it's not me.
It was a double satchel. It was really fast.
It was really quick. All right, no worries. We'll give you a replay at the start of the, next round or whatever after this one. Focus time! Fnatic on 11, 5 for Heretics. Boaster flashed off the angle and Heretics right up through middle, at least for a second or two. Pause for thought, and we got to see what the test is like for Chronicle. All on his lonesome. Late lurk potentially activated, but for now, Chronicle can still do some serious work here. Smoked off, they're still looking to secure some of this. Not going for the plant just yet. Chronicle's still alive, he's still holding valuable space here. Fnatic starting to close the gap though. Dirk is going to take down Wood, and Boaster's there. They're starting to capitulate, starting to crumble.
One enemy
And it's just on
remaining.
Miniboo, who's the player a million miles
Down
away.
B.
Makes his appearance, but it's too little too late. Fnatic up to 12. And hopefully we can get that little replay for you guys. Maybe, I don't know.
Double satchel, paranoia, all the fun stuff. No, that's just a visual bug. It's a visual bug. It's a visual bug.
I just got
Nobody
painted.
They
There
meant
it
to
is.
press
This is
that
what it
button, but they
was.
pressed the other button by accident.
That's what you missed. You're welcome. One more round,
One more round.
and we go the distance.
B.
Maybe they didn't press
Nice!
the right button.
Nice!
Seekers for Rians
Yeah,
available.
Yoru ult there, Boaster, TP, Rien's just gonna invest
Fast play.
those Seekers into Pansy. That's what it looks like,
Oh,
it's trying to be
man.
the solution. And I wait and see that ult get popped potentially. No, they've done enough, right? They've secured a little space, but look at the surrounding area. Fnatic are just chomping at the bit up towards heaven. They got bodies here, 2 towards CT. Now we wait. This is when this ult can become deadly. Can anyone set it in motion as well? You're looking at Leo to try and facilitate it. The paranoia with Boaster. 1 noted towards the bottom of the ramp. Actually, 2 there. Paranoia Boaster towards them. Counter paranoia towards CT. And he's in on the site. And look who flew down in the meantime. Alpha's by his side. Miniboo and Woot. You got your backs to the wall. You've already got the spike being diffused. Miniboo's got so many problems.
standing.
He tries to turn on a dime. And this is like Fnatic are taking us the distance. Not down, certainly not out. We have the full series in play. This has been a long series so far, and it's just about to get longer, Josh. So, before we take too long, we've been on enough breaks. We're gonna go back to one, really treat you right. We'll be back after this with Breeze.
I know a place that will break you into 1,000 pieces. Stay away from them. Stay away from Lorca, Paco, and Picasso. Don't ask about Lola. Ay, Caballo Grande. Ay, Dolor de Nieve. But In spite of everything, it occurs to you to visit Andalusia. Don't say I didn't warn you. Be careful of the Andalusian crush.
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin. In this series, I'm going to walk you through Attack on Pearl. Watch out for the stairs, clear this angle. You're going to be able to fight this.
Red Bull gives you wings.